What's up, fuckers? It's tea time. Well, look who put the ugly in Coyote Ugly. It's Lobotomy Bobert, the hollow-headed hoochie in the House. The House of Representatives, that is. For the 3rd Congressional District of Colorado, the state where everything is elevated except for her thinking. She has the intellectual acuity of a caveman, so she thought slapping non-prescription glasses on the bridge of that pirate plank would make her appear more serious and studious. It didn't. But doesn't this homosexual know that guys don't make passes at girls who wear glasses? They make them at underage girls at the bowling alley. At least that's what her husband did when they were dating. But it wasn't his hand he pulled out to shake. Nothing like predatory public indecency to solidify the union between pea-brains and predators. She's a thoughtless Trumpublican through and through. Bobo claims she was raised a Democrat, but this cloddish Colorado congresswoman committed to the confused clown cult, and she never looked back. Whew, that was a lot of C's. Just like Lauren's report card, and that's being generous. She wasn't prepared for her test in school because she thought it was just a big party, but lucky for her, that chin's as pointy as a party hat, so she was always prepared for one thing at least. She's always been very critical of others, but not so critical when it comes to the thinking. She's as mean as a snake and as dumb as a cardboard cutout. It's why she can't comprehend that people of color, LGBT people, and people with differing religious beliefs are human. Just like she thinks she is. That's why she wants to make them all disappear like she's erasing words on a chalkboard. Now, Bobo would make a mighty fine chalkboard eraser. She's chalk white and loves getting banged after class. Oh, right, GED. You didn't go to class or college, so she's never had to pay any student loans, right? Joe Biden canceled up to $20,000 of student debt for millions of working-class Americans, and Bobert's britches got so bunched she sent out a little tweet about it. I love paying back my student loans so much that I wanted to do it for other people, said by no one ever. Riveting. Is this because JoJo didn't reimburse you for your GED test fees? I imagine those fees are a lot cheaper when you don't have to pay for them 3 times. Too bad drunk and disorderly conduct wasn't a part of the GED curriculum. I've seen her rap sheet. She would have passed with flying colors the first try, but since success was based on the retention of knowledge, things were a little more achromatic, huh? You know, you don't have to personally benefit from everything in order to support it, Lauren. Just like the people who donated to her campaign. They didn't benefit from her using their donations to pay her utility bills or the rent at her gun-themed diarrhea-inducing restaurant in Rifle, Colorado. Isn't that why the Federal Elections Commission was investigating you? Everybody needs a little support sometimes. Several Republicans who agree with Lauren on forgiving student debt had their PPP loan debt forgiven, and that was okay. And Pitkin County in Bobo's district was actually the biggest receiver of PPP business loans per capita in the state. And the 4 counties in Colorado with the highest unemployment rate in the state are also in Bobo's district. So there's got to be a lot of her constituents on government support there. Even though she just said at CPAC, we don't want government benefits or welfare. Yes, y'all do. Lauren grew up on government support. Her constituents are clearly on it, and her friends in office had the government support for their PPP loans. So keep telling us how government support is bad. Let's stop pretending that people don't want to pay what they owe and acknowledge that student loan debt is a never-ending cycle. The $1.7 trillion student debt crisis is largely due to interest that grows each year. So even borrowers who consistently repay their debt face high interest rates that kept their debt equal to what they initially borrowed or higher. Education clearly isn't important to Lauren, but it is to some, and education shouldn't only be accessible to those that have money. I want everybody to have a great fucking day unless you're a hypocritical, hollow-headed hoochie.